welcome back to my channel. So today Ben and I are doing a Q&A for you guys. I have asked you guys a billion times to give me questions for Q&A, and then we keep just not getting around to it because every time we want to do it, it's after bedtime, and by that time I'm so tired from the day and being 33 weeks pregnant, even though you can't see it in this shot. And then Elodie, get down. She's behind the camera being a goof. And we're just always exhausted at that time of day. But tonight we're getting it done so we can update you guys on a bunch of stuff and answer a bunch of questions that you guys have had for a while now, which I'm excited about because I just love chatting with you guys and get some questions answered that we've not talked about in a while and catch up with you guys. So it should be really fun, so stay tuned for that. But first, I need to make dinner because before the Q&A can happen, we need dinner and Elodie needs to go down for bed. So thank you to EveryPlate for sponsoring this video today. I'm super excited with back to school and having a hectic lifestyle in general. It is so nice to be able to have EveryPlate as an option. And at, again, 33 weeks pregnant, my whole body hurts at this point. Second pregnancy really does a number on you compared to your first, and plus you're just way more active, of course, with your second pregnancy because you have your first to take care of, and commissary shopping or grocery shopping in general, and lugging all that around and bringing it inside and doing all of that is just not the vibe anymore. Not here for it. So this is really cool because EveryPlate delivers these meals straight to your door. Everything is already prepped and measured out and ready for you to just pick up one of your recipe cards and get right to cooking. So one thing that I loved about EveryPlate and that drew me to EveryPlate in particular is how affordable they are. I have a deal for you guys in this video. You can get EveryPlate for just $1.99 per meal and an additional 20% off for your next 2 boxes, which is huge. All you have to do is go to everyplate.com and enter my code ShaunaC2, which I will have listed. Elodie's behind the camera just being so goofy. Which I'll have that code ShaunaC2 listed right here and in the description box. Here? Yeah, right here.
Oh, right here. Right here.
She's so goofy. Because EveryPlate gets delivered to your door, everything comes pre-portioned and pre-packaged. And this is a cardboard box. In the box, everything stays super cold, so you don't have to worry about if it gets delivered while you're at work or something like that, or at school. He's coming home from work. Elodie, do you want sweet chili chicken with scallion rice and zesty carrots tonight? Yay! Cool. The toddler said yes to this. So this is what we're going to have tonight, which I'm super excited about. It looks really yummy. You're excited too? Okay, well let's get cooking. Alright friends, so we're finally sitting down to film this Q&A. I feel like there's a lot to update y'all on. Can you stop with Tinky?
Sorry.
Oh, she's gonna end up like that. Ben was not a cat person before Tinky, and now look at him. Tinky's the best cat ever though. She puts up with so much of Elodie's BS.
Once Elodie goes to bed, she's like, and the second we sit down, she's right here.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have any more space at nighttime. Once I get rid of the toddler, I get the cat.
Okay, so I have a list of questions that you guys have been asking us, and I feel like a bunch that we need to update you guys in on and fill you in on and stuff. So I'm just gonna get right to it. Okay, I'm gonna start off with like the most pressing issue that I feel like I forgot even that we didn't really fill you in on, which is what is going on with the house that we were under contract with a few months ago. So
A few months ago, it was getting close to a year now.
This is a lake house.
Oh, the lake house.
So if you guys don't know about that, we went under contract with that house. We really loved it. It needed some work, but we really loved it. And it was on a lake. It was beautiful. And basically one thing after another happened, and which we knew this was a possibility going through with it being a short sale, but we did a full home inspection and hired people and stuff, and some things came back that were a little bit concerning, and we were just like, I don't know about this. And so we ended up pulling out of that house, which was fine to do because it was a short sale. And then we went house hunting for a little while, and that was really stressful. We tried.
Well, the market was rough.
Yeah, the market's just so rough, as you guys I'm sure know. And so we tried to go house hunting. We found a house that we liked, but we didn't love. Let me like start over from this again. So this is how confusing this whole process was, which is why I never ended up vlogging any of it, because it was so confusing, so back and forth. The market was crazy, things were happening so quickly, and it was just such a headache. And so we got done with the short sale house, the lake house. We said goodbye to that one. We then went and house shopped. I found a couple houses that I loved, and we ended up putting in offers for like, it was like 4 houses or something, 4 or 5 houses.
Yeah.
That each offer we would go like a crazy amount above the asking price, and they would still get denied, and they would
As
choose someone
everybody
else.
knows now.
Yeah, and so then we finally found a house that we liked but didn't love. We put an offer in, they accepted it, and
I remember that. So.
okay, and the whole time while we did it, like, it was a good house that would have suited us well, and like I said, we did like it a lot, but there was just some uneasiness I was feeling personally, and I like brought that up to Ben after a while, and Ben was like not as uneasy feeling as me, but he could see where I was coming from.
I was ready to make the jump. You were
Yeah.
more hesitant and explained why, and then it made me a little more hesitant
Exactly.
for making the jump as well.
Exactly. So we ended up just saying, you know, if we're not 100% on this, this is obviously a huge purchase, and we should just step back from this. So we ended up stepping back from it completely, and we are not house hunting or doing anything right now, which honestly really bums me out because we really want a house here and we want to buy and stuff, but this just isn't the time. And I think that's been apparent to us, trying to jump through all these hoops, and
Not
they
to
haven't
mention
been
that
working out.
The area here is not really somewhere where I want to live off base long term.
Yeah.
Now, if we did, we'd have to probably go like an hour away.
Yes, we love more of like the Missouri side where we were building last year.
But that fell through, as everybody knows.
Yeah, so it's just one of those situations where like you can only push so much before it continues to fall through. And now at this point, we don't really know what the next few months hold. So I guess we're glad that we didn't purchase a house, but it's really just like
Frustrating.
kind of
but
living it. Yes, it is
what it
frustrating.
is.
We're living it month by month and seeing what the future holds, and hopefully the timing will be perfect next time.
I wouldn't even say month by month. At this point, we're moving day by day.
Oh my gosh. But we're but hopefully when the timing is right, it'll present itself and we'll feel much better and more at ease with it. So that's what happened with the housing situation. I know it's confusing, which is why I've taken so long to fill you guys in on it.
On to question 2.
What is the meaning behind Oakley's name? Okay, so Oakley's full name is Oakley James Connor. I had a couple of people ask who picked that out. I presented Ben with the name Oakley one night.
Presented
Yeah, presented.
on like a platter or like a pitch on like a whiteboard.
Oh my gosh. And I wasn't sure, honestly, if he was going to like the name or not. But if you guys have followed us for a little while, I think we mentioned this, that we want our kids' names to all end in the IE or Y or EY or E kind of Elodie. E kind of ending, like Elodie, Oakley, such and such.
Benji.
And so that obviously fit the vibe. Then when I found his name Oakley and I found that I really liked it, I was thinking it would be cool if we did girl names, if we had another girl, as flowers. Because if you don't know, Tinky, if you don't know, Elodie's name is actually an Elodie.
It's a type of lily.
Thank you. It's an Elodie lily. And then I was thinking then the boys, if we have more boys in the future, would be cool to have more of like nature themed names. So that is the idea behind his first name. So that's why it matches Elodie's name perfectly. Ben, when I presented it to you, I think you were sitting on the couch and you were like, I actually love that.
Yeah, I think
you
I
were
was
pretty
too.
quick. And
I was pretty quick to say that I liked Oakley's name.
yeah, and then after that you gave me like 2 hours and we're like, okay, you're good on the name. And I'm like, I don't know
Well,
yet.
that's because instantly once we make the decision, like that's the decision, ain't no going back. You just
Yeah,
made your decision.
But I like didn't make the decision yet.
I did.
He has always been the one with names to be like set on it, which is good. He's very decisive about it, but I need like a day or two to marinate on it a little bit.
Marinate.
Yeah.
To ponder.
She just growled at me for
Did she
moving
growl
my
at
arms. Stella.
She's getting
And
old.
then, so his middle name is James, which is actually a family name. So if you watched us finding out that we were expecting Oakley, we were actually in Florida at the time for my grandfather's passing. And that's when we found out we were expecting Oakley. And my grandfather's name was Robert James, and so we took his middle name and we're giving that to Oakley.
Mm-hmm.
And I also feel like it just flows really well, Oakley James Connor. And then of course Elodie Jane Connor.
Yeah,
It
Oakley
just-
James, Elodie Jane.
Yeah, it flows really well, and we really love the name. So that's the meaning behind his name, and that's where we got it. How far along are you? I'm 34 weeks today.
Is that today?
Yeah. Are we done having kids after Oakley now that we have a boy and girl? That's been a popular question.
I would say no. But I wouldn't say yes. But I would say no. Like I say, we're just completely...
We're
not
really go
even-
with the flow.
Not even really deciding at this point on a number. On one side, it's like, we got our boy and our girl. On the other side, it's like, it sucks to think that you might be done.
Yeah,
So it's like, I don't want to say we're done because we might still continue.
I feel like we will still continue.
Problem is, here's our biggest problem. We can't hit 3.
We
If we
don't
hit
want a
3,
middle
we
child.
have to hit 4.
Yeah, but I think I've always wanted 4. I think we'll hit 4. I don't think
I'm
you're-
content with 2 or 4. I can't do 3.
Yeah, but I don't think you're necessarily done at 2. You're kind of making it sound like
No,
you're
I'm
done.
definitely not done at 2.
Okay. So
So
why
this
do you
is the
make it-
problem, is we can't put a number on it.
But he's right. Like, we're very good with the flow with the situation. Like, we didn't even know how far apart we wanted our kids spaced out, and now that Elodie's gonna be like 3 years and 2 months or 3 months difference from Oakley, we're like super excited
Yeah.
for that age gap, and I really like that age gap so far. And so we're just go with the flow types of people with that. But even though we have one of each now, which I'm so excited for, I don't necessarily see it being done because I can't see this being my last pregnancy.
I can't either.
Yeah.
To be honest,
That
I
would-
can't either.
Yeah.
I feel like that if one of us simply said, you know what, I think I'm done. Like if I said it to you, that'd be it. Waterworks for like a week.
Oh my gosh, especially now because I'm so hormonal.
Like straight waterworks for a week. Like no talking. I would have to like give you water so you wouldn't dehydrate like a raisin.
Oh my gosh. Okay, how big is Evie now? So Everest, he just turned 6 months old, and he is our
Come
big
here.
Great Pyrenees puppy. He's coming behind us on the couch.
Come here.
See if he'll come up here.
Come on. Come on.
He's not
know.
gonna leave your side.
Come on, I know.
So we actually weighed him tonight, and he is
72.4 pounds.
Okay, so basically 72 pounds. So he is getting to be a big, big boy. And the fact that he's only 6 months, it's really hard because we have to constantly remind ourselves of that. Because
Yeah.
he seems so much
He
older.
seems like he's
than-
an old dog,
Yeah.
but oh my goodness, is he still his little puppy dog self?
Yeah, but he's like the sweetest dog in the world. Like, look at him. He would just cuddle with us on the couch. 24/7 if we let him. He's a really good puppy. I would 100% recommend this breed.
As long as you can deal with big dogs.
Yes.
If you don't,
because he is hard for me to control now as
Yeah.
he's getting bigger and I'm getting
if you
bigger.
can't handle a big dog, do not go with Great Pyrenees because they are big,
They are big.
but they are also very loving and sweet.
Yeah, because he probably still has like another 50 pounds to go before he reaches full size.
I'd say you probably get to anywhere between 110 to 120.
Yeah. Is Ben getting out of the military? I feel like this is a question that we always get asked every Q&A.
And I feel like it's a question that is always the same answer, even no matter how much we discuss it at home. We just don't know.
No, I feel like in the beginning of our Q&As, the answer was, oh, you're going 20 plus.
Oh, that is
And
true.
I feel
think
like
maybe we
now, we honestly don't know. So the current situation we're at is like, when Ben said earlier, like day by day, that's kind of how we're at. We don't know what the future holds.
Honestly, you could ask me one day and I'm ready to go 20. You could ask me literally the next hour and I'm ready to get out that second.
Yeah.
That's how much it fluctuates.
There are some like situations coming up that are like making us decide like what we're doing with the future. And we're really stuck. We've been having a lot of discussions at home between the two of us of like what the future looks like for us both in the military. And we have not reached a decision at all. But it'll be interesting to see what even the next few months holds. Let's just leave it at that, and we'll update you guys when we know more, I guess. Is Elodie starting preschool? I've had a bunch of questions asking about her wubs, which is her pacifier, and potty training. So, Ben, is Elodie starting preschool?
I don't know, Shauna. Is Elodie starting preschool?
Answer the question!
Hold on, I lost the remote.
Why do you need the remote right now?
Sorry, why didn't we lose it? Because it went on the couch. Yes, she is. So I was at work today, and I was on the line, meaning I was on the fire line. And
Oh, that was one of the questions too. What is your job?
well, we'll get there.
Okay.
Should I answer the 2 in 1?
No,
or-
it's fine.
So I was at work, and I was busy, and I get a text message, and I look at my Apple Watch, and Shauna says, hey, are you able to get off of work by 4? Or no, not even by 4. Are you able to go somewhere to view a preschool by 4? And so I was, and we went and previewed it, and then we just decided, yep, let's do it. And so I probably had about 15 minutes of back brief right before I made a decision on whether or not Elodie was going to the school.
Okay, you make it sound worse than it was though. Like you're very confident in the decision.
Oh yeah, there was no doubt once I got there.
But yeah, so I've been very hormonal and all over the place with this
Really?
pregnancy in the past
Have you?
few weeks.
Really? I haven't noticed.
Okay, not like bad. Like I haven't been like rage hormonal. I've been just like emotional hormonal.
People get rage hormonal?
I think so.
Thank God that's not you.
But
I'd be living at work.
I'll explain this in probably like the next vlog a little bit more, but she is going to preschool. She's so excited about it, and I'm very excited. This is not a decision that we were expecting to make anytime soon, or we weren't expecting to send her to preschool anytime soon, but I just, for some reason, got a feeling that we should, and I researched it, and then we fell in love with this one preschool, and it's just kind of all falling into place.
Yeah.
And
It
so it's kind of like the opposite of the house situation. So we're just going with it, and I'll explain more in the next vlog.
It's kind of like how couples meet these days. One just slides right into your DMs. Just slid right into our lives like a DM. Like an instant DM.
You're trying to be hip. You're struggling.
I'm not struggling.
Okay, this is bothering me. I think in our last video we had the exact same outfits on, or at least like tops. Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about like at the
Concert?
The concert, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. We do have more clothes.
No, we don't.
Oh, as far as potty training, she is doing amazing with potty training. She is actually, I would say, fully potty trained during the day, but for a nap and nighttime, she still uses pull-ups, but she's all good there, so
Sometimes
finally.
at nighttime I use pull-ups too.
We waited until Elodie was like more than ready to potty train, and I cannot recommend that enough. I know a lot of parents say to just like wait till they are ready, and that is so true. Like I didn't push it at all, and she was
She literally let us know when she wanted to do it.
Yeah,
And then
it
now
really
we give her
worked
the
out.
option. We're like, pull up or undies, and she's like, undies, and then we're like, okay, you potty trained yourself. And we found that we regressed. She didn't.
I know.
She was
like,
ready to do
lazy
the whole
about
potty
it.
training, and I'm like, I am not going to the potty 7 times in Target after I've been here 10 minutes.
But we've been being a lot more consistent with it, and she's doing amazing. And I would say she's potty trained during the day for sure. So that's
Absolutely.
awesome. And then Wubbanubs. She loves her Wubbanubs, and I'm such a sucker for it, and especially now being
Who
hormonal.
keeps asking these dang questions though?
Everyone.
About Wubsies?
Yes, go look on like the comments on my last video.
Maybe people should mind their own business. I mean, what are you, a dentist?
Ben, be nice.
No, but seriously, like, mind your own business on that aspect.
Yeah.
If the girl wants her Wubsies, she wants her Wubsies. We'll figure it out as a family.
Yeah, I mean,
You ain't no
he's kinda
dentist
right.
to stay out of the comments.
We're like putting restrictions on it when we go with places, and like obviously she can't have it at preschool, but yeah.
It happens when it happens. We have to help it out because it's definitely an addiction.
Yeah, she is bad with
And
it.
when it's nice saying it's an addiction for her and for Mama. Like,
yeah,
Mama.
I'm not. I told Ben, I said like I can help with potty training and I can like do a lot of stuff, but as far as taking away Wubs,
But unless we're
You need
paying you
that.
to be our dentist, I really don't need your comments on it.
gosh dang.
That
Okay.
one really does grind my gears, though. Like, you're allowed to have some stuff in here that grinds your gears.
You're right.
Though that comment specifically, every time I see it, it grinds my gears.
It's gonna come more now.
Probably, but mind your own business. Like, what support do you have? Alcohol at home? Y'all, if that's what you want, that's what you want. She got her Wubsies. Y'all got your booze. Stop grinding my
You're
gears.
such a protective daddy.
Just saying. Leave the girl alone.
Okay, so that's where we stand with Wubsies. So this is a loaded question. I've gotten it like asked multiple different ways, but basically, am I getting an epidural with this pregnancy? Are we giving birth at a hospital? Like, what's going on with that? We've actually, I haven't talked about it much, but we have chosen to go with a birthing center this time around, which I'm excited about. Nervous, I will be honest, but excited about. A major reason for that is because we don't have any family around us because we
Yeah.
are a military family, and I didn't want to be restricted in a hospital to where Ben couldn't leave because of COVID and needing to stay with me, and then Elodie not being able to come in.
And someone having to watch Elodie at
Yeah,
home.
and especially with things, of course, now picking up with on the COVID spectrum again.
The hospital's shut down again.
Yeah, I'm glad that we didn't choose that. So we're actually going to a birthing center. Elodie, we are hoping will be present at the birth. We do have plans in place to like have a support person there for Elodie if she wants to step out of the room or if it's getting too long or whatever else. But
A plan in place.
a plan.
That's the nervous part, is we have a plan if it were to fit the perfect
My
mold.
mom is supposed to be flying in and being that
A,
support person for Elodie.
B, C, D, and E all have to work together for our plan to work.
Yeah.
And if A doesn't want to do it, it falls apart.
And so then if my mom doesn't make it in, I don't exactly know what we're doing. We're trying to figure it out, but she may just come with us to the birthing center and we may just YOLO it. I don't know. It's really hard when you are a military family and don't have much support, and I'm also very protective over Elodie, and we're just not the type
Yeah.
of people that drop Elodie off anywhere and just go with it kind of thing. So
I
anyways,
don't
that's...
think most parents drop their kids off anywhere.
I think you'd be surprised.
Anywhere?
No, I mean like with like anyone.
Like on the way to East St. Louis?
Stop.
That's anywhere, technically. That's scary.
So yeah, that is like the birth plan right now is I'm going all natural, no epidural at a birthing center. Elodie will hopefully be in the room. She's been super excited about it, and I've been like watching birth vlogs with her, and she's obsessed with them. And so like us knowing Elodie's personality, being her parents, we actually feel like she would love to be there for the birth.
Yeah,
And
she would.
I'm so excited. I hope she is there and awake and
Yeah.
wanting to be in on it. But that's what the plan is, or lack thereof.
Did we answer what I do for a job?
Oh, yeah. What do you do for a job? I mean, besides being in the military.
I was about to say I'm in the Air Force. I'm in the Air Force. Next question.
Shut up.
Basically, anyone that needs to get a weapons qualification has to come to me. So basically, I'm a firearms instructor for the Air Force. Wouldn't that be fun
To get taught by
to
Ben.
have me as your teacher?
I hear horror stories that he's a
What do you mean
real...
horror stories. Okay, because when
You're not the same person at work that you are here.
So I'm a teacher, yes,
I
but
make
then
you
I
nicer at home.
also go on to the firing line and I have to enforce safety rules and everything on the firing line. And then I also inspect weapons that need to deploy, and then I fix anything that's broken.
Basically, Ben can be a hard ass. And I don't necessarily disagree with it. It's just he can be a hard ass. So
Well,
watch
I
out.
now have a 2-day streak of kicking people off the line.
Anyways, that's what the job he transitioned to, and since being here, and he loves it, and it's so much nicer for family life and everything.
Yes,
and he's home
absolutely.
way more, and we all love it. And his work is honestly so great. Like Elodie loves going in there.
I don't dread going to work anymore.
Yeah.
I used to.
And like the people you work with, your small shop.
I used to be a bear going to work,
Yeah.
and having to. Even coming home, I was a bear because I'd been at work all day.
So it's been a huge blessing.
I've been at work all day.
Combat arms.
Whoa.
Where do we want to move to?
1, 2, 3.
Texas.
Luke. Phoenix, for everybody that doesn't know.
Okay, we're between Texas and like Phoenix.
I only said Phoenix because I knew it would be different from Texas, just to cut it off.
Okay, but where do you actually like?
Texas, my state.
Yeah, we want to go to Texas, but we also wouldn't be opposed to Arizona, specifically Luke.
Specifically Phoenix.
Yeah, we don't really want to go to Tucson.
I don't know anything about it, but it sounds nice, and everyone always talks nice about Luke.
And we want to go to Texas, whether it's in the military or out of the military.
Texas is like where we want to stop.
Yeah, like we want to spend a while in Texas. So
When I say
See if
stop,
we get
like
there.
probably stop for about 5 years, and then we got to move again.
well, just move to a different area of Texas.
Yeah, I have an itch to move every couple of years.
Yeah, I agree with that. I never moved growing up, but I love moving.
I've never stopped.
When am I due? I said I'm 34 weeks pregnant, but I'm due September 28th, so super soon. I had Elodie when I was 38 weeks and 6 days. Really hoping I make it to my due date because, again, that's when my mom's going to be here, so I'm not hoping for an early baby this time, but then my body's also hoping for an early baby this time because this pregnancy has been a lot more.
I feel like Oakley's wanting to be an early baby. This dude's getting low and already getting
So
Braxton
low.
Hicks, and
Yeah.
here he comes.
My body has been so much sorer, if that's a word, with this pregnancy. Sorer. This is why we're sending Elodie to preschool. No, I'm just kidding.
Sore.
Anyways, I think I'm going to end all the questions there because this video is already at almost 30 minutes long. I mean, I have to do some editing, but it's already getting long. So if you have additional questions, leave them in the comments down below, and I will answer them there.
I have a question for you. Since you grinded my gears, tell me what your addictions are in the bottom.
No, not addiction, but like guilty pleasure. How about that?
Okay, we're gonna get some terrible stuff that I don't want to see in guilty pleasures.
No, get your mind out of the gutter.
What color? Put your guilty pleasures down below. Let us know what they are. Do you secretly like to eat chocolate in the shower?
Yeah, exactly. Like that.
Or do you have to put your left foot into your pants before your right? Tell me what's wrong with you. I would love to know.
That's actually kind of funny. Which do you do first?
What do you do first?
Oh. No, I do right foot first.
You do right foot first?
Mhm.
Isn't that a song?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one.
What do you do first? You'd be weird if
I
you do
definitely do my left foot first.
left. I thought so because I'm thinking about how like.
Do y'all do milk and then cereal, or cereal and then milk?
Oh come on! Has to be cereal than milk.
Some people do milk and then cereal.
Those people are weird. Then you have the wrong ratio.
Just saying, do you put both socks on first, or you put one sock on and then your shoe, and then the next sock and then your shoe?
Both socks on first.
I definitely do a sock and then shoe.
No way.
I do. You never noticed?
No.
Good, because I actually don't.
Okay. Alright y'all, so thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this Q&A and catching up with us, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Also make sure to check out the description box below for all the details and information on the EveryPlate subscription meal boxes. It was so good, that chicken dish we had.
Mm-hmm.
It was so good. Like even Ben was raving about it.
Yeah.
And if you know Ben, and you know like he loves being in the kitchen and cooking. The video stopped recording because we were recording for so long, but he normally hates like following instructions and stuff, but he was like raving about this meal. So
Yeah, it was good.
I would highly recommend it, and it is also so cheap. You can get it for $1.99 per person for a meal. So make sure to check out all the details down below, and we will talk to you guys soon.
Ice and then juice, or juice and then ice?
Ice and juice.
Juice then ice.
No, you don't do
You
that.
need your splash.
No, what?
Splash is what makes it everything.
No, what's
Yes.
splash?
Of the ice falling into
Can you
your
give me some
liquid.
crushed ice?